this new year. All these things we ask in your name, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Alderman Hill.
Approval of consent agenda items. All items under this heading will be considered to be approved with one motion and one vote. If further discussion is desired on any item, it will automatically be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered as a general business item.
What's the pleasure of the board?
So moved.
Second.
Motion on the floor. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. The ayes have it, motion carries. We do not have a public comment this evening, so we will move right into the public hearing section. We have quite a few tonight, about 9. So we're going to ask Brad Robertson, our chief building official, to make his way up front, tell us a little about these properties, and so we can make some decisions on it.
Number 1, consider request by Eddie Knight for a dimensional variance to allow an 1,100 square foot metal building in the rear yard at 106 Eldorado Road, from Mississippi 39208.
Yeah, Mr. Nice, he's requesting a variance on 1,100 square foot shop. He does have a couple of tractors. He's gonna put it back on his wood line. He does have adequate acreage for this. I would recommend we grant this variance.
I make a motion, we accept it.
Second.
All right, guys, just for further, we're in discussion at this time. Is there anyone here to speak in opposition to this? We have 2 motions on the floor. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? The ayes have it. Motion carries.
Sorry. Number 2, determine whether or not that certain parcel of real property owned by Alson William Boulware Jr. and located at 3175 Drive, Rankin County, Mississippi 39208 is in such a condition or state as to be unsightly and unkept or otherwise a menace to the public health and safety of the community, and therefore prohibited pursuant to Chapter 24 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pearl, Mississippi, and Section 21-1911 of the Mississippi Code of 1972 as amended.
Yeah, this is a continuing, this is a property that burned about approximately 20 years ago. I'd recommend we remove the structure from the property.
Is anyone here to speak in opposition to this? All right, is there a motion to continue? Is there a motion to go in line with the recommendation of the chief building official?
So move.
Hey, Mayor,
Yeah.
have we had any further discussions with Mr. Boulware?
Yes, sir. He understood. I'm sorry you were having technical difficulties at that time. He understands that the value of the property is or there's no value to the property this time, and it's lowering the value of homeowners' property around it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll second that.
All right, there's a first and second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Ayes have it.
Number 3, determine whether or not that certain parcel of real property owned by Buster Harper Estate and located at 2624 Highway 468, Pearl, Mississippi 39208 is in such a condition or state as to be unsightly and unkept or otherwise a menace to the public health and safety of the community, and therefore prohibited pursuant to Chapter 24 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pearl, Mississippi, and Section 21-1911 of the Mississippi Code of 1972.
Yeah, this is also continuing from our October meeting. I believe in the time meeting, I believe that the owners that met with city attorney, and I believe that they decided they were gonna demo the property.
They come to the conclusion, after speaking with their attorney, Mr. Bernard Jones, they asked for 30 days with the board because they would like to remove the structure themselves. They've gotten 1 quote for demolition. They are requesting a 2nd quote, but after speaking with him, they believe that they'll be able to remove the structure within the 30 days. So they're asking the board for 30 days.
Is there a motion to continue by the board?
So moved. Second.
Yeah, February 2nd, I apologize. The first meeting is February.
All right, so just make a motion to February 2nd. We have a first and second motion. All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries.
Number 4, determine whether or not that certain parcel of real property owned by Southeast Ventures LLC and located at 3070 Highway 80 East, Pearl, Rankin County, Mississippi 39208 is in such a condition or state as to be unsightly and unkept or otherwise a menace to the public health and safety of the community, and therefore prohibited pursuant to Chapter 24 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pearl, Mississippi, and Section 21-1911 of the Mississippi Code of 1972 as amended.
Yeah, I would recommend on this property, we continue this one for 30 days.
We just evaluate the progress that we see from the site plan that was submitted.
For clarity, for 30 days, February 2nd meeting. We'll just continue at 1 month to the February 2nd.
Continue.
Continue. February, okay, there's two motions.
second.
There's two motions on the floor. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it.
Number 6, determine whether or not, number 5, determine whether or not that certain parcel of real property owned by Mr. Sylvester and located at 404 Old Whitfield Road, Pearl, Rankin County, Mississippi 39208 is in such a condition or state as to be unsightly and unkept or otherwise a menace to the public health and safety of the community, and therefore prohibited pursuant to Chapter 24 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pearl, Mississippi, and Section 21-1911 of the Mississippi Code of 1972 as amended.
Yeah, I'll just talk to the board about it.
No.
We can discuss the 404.
Yeah, 404, according to the, Rankin County Land Road, this property has an assessed value of $2,432, built in 1945. This is a property that's unsightly, unkept on the exterior. The structure looks like it's pretty sound. It does appear somebody's working on the house, replacing siding, windows, that sort of thing. We do need to make contact with them. It does look like it has run, service on the home. They do need to get the proper permits pulled and have proper inspections done.
You recommend that we continue this 60 days and give us some time and you guys follow up with proper permits in place?
Yeah, that's what I was. We got. Yeah, we need, like I say, we need to get in touch with her. I believe Mandy tried to reach out to him, and she had no luck.
All right. Would the board consider continuing this 60 days to March 2nd because there is progress in the structure of the residence is sound? It's time to reach out to them from community development standpoint, make sure they're in line with all of our permit requirements. All right. So further discussion on, is there anybody here to speak in opposition to that? All right, with that being said, we have two motions on the floor. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries.
Number 6, determine whether or not that certain parcel of real property owned by 3420 East Lisa Trust, Kira Bravo Realty, and located at 3420 East Lisa Drive, Pearl, Rankin County, Mississippi, is in such a condition or state as to be unsightly and unkept or otherwise a menace to the public health and safety of the community, and therefore prohibited pursuant to Chapter 24 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pearl, Mississippi, and Section 21-1911 of the Mississippi Code of 1972 as amended.
Yeah, according to the Rankin County Land Road, this is the assessed value of this home is $8,869. The year it was built was 1968. This is a property that's unsightly, unkept on the exterior of the property. Has a lot of cornice rot on it. I did speak with the owner of the property today, and I did let him know that that the board was probably going to recommend him a time frame on getting the property into compliance, because we've had several other properties on this street that have been remodeled, and this one kind of stands out from the rest of them.
I would just like to address the board, just trying to stay consistent, just like the last one, 60 days. So, and trying to be reasonable and fair and be consistent with the other one. I would consider that we do 60 days as well on this one, March 2nd, to give this gentleman time to do the repairs that are needed to make sure that he gets compliance, unless the board sees otherwise.
I recommend 30.
You recommend 30? All right.
Because it looked like that for a long time, and he needs to get in gear.
He's here. We're gonna bring him up right this moment. So before there's a motion made, let me bring the homeowner up here and let him speak.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were initially, when we got this paper, we thought we were talking about the outside of the house, the yard, and so we cleaned the yard and weren't aware till I talked to Mr. Robertson, I believe, and he said, "Oh no, we want you to go ahead and get the house completed." I got materials inside the house, but we just not completed. I bought some doors and some plywood that we've already painted to go on the outside. So we hope within 60 days it'll be rented and fixed up, because it's we've had some problems with, when the city built the golf course, they drained water back to the property through the foundation. And we'd fix it and it'd go back, and we'd fix it and go back. I think we just come to the point where you guys don't have any more patience, and you're ready to see it, get it rented, and money coming in and stop coming out. So.
Excuse me for 1 second, sir.
Yes, sir.
Gavin, this is your district, correct?
Yes, sir.
How many complaints have you had on this residence in East Lisa?
East Lisa has been one of my project areas, and I've had multiple complaints from that address, multiple.
So generally, Alderman Gill discussed something about 30 days. This is his district, and he's been dealing with this longer than everybody else. Now, I'm going to say something for just a second, sir.
Yes, sir.
How long do you think that carnage and things have been in that type of nature as far as the exterior of the house?
I'm not certain.
You live here in Pearl?
No, sir, I don't.
Sir?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay, where do you live?
In Jackson.
All right. Well, I appreciate your willingness to repair it, but there needs to be a higher standard from you as a business owner here, that you need to take care of this house like you would take care of your own. So
I agree with you,
that's what
sir.
we expect in the city.
Thank
And as Alderman Gill, apparently he's been dealing with this a long time. So,
Well, this is the first that I've heard. I wish they would have called. I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself to them a little earlier. If there's a problem with the house, whether it be with my tenant or a vacant house, I wish they would let me know, because I want the property values in that area to go up.
well, it's your responsibility to make sure that you look at the house and examine the house.
I agree.
Don't you agree with that?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So it's true. I mean, that's just something that's routine maintenance. But, is there anything else that you'd like to say?
Well, I would appreciate in 60 days if they would give it, just through the wintertime, there's things that, with the rain and all, a lot of times it's difficult for us to schedule some things outside, but I'm ready to get it finished.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Mayor, I'll be willing to say this. After 30 days, we can do a progress check for no longer than 60.
Okay, so we can continue to February board meeting and then do a check for the progress and see where he's at that point. That good? All right, Gavin, can you make that in the form of a motion?
I'll make that in the form of a motion. So moved.
Second.
All right. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you, sir. You have a good evening.
Number 7, determine whether or not that certain parcel of real property owned by Carolyn Ramsey and located at 716 Van Lander Pearl, Rankin County, Mississippi, 39208, in such a condition or state as to be unsightly and unkept or otherwise a menace to the public health and safety of the community, and therefore prohibited pursuant to Chapter 24 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pearl, Mississippi, Section 21-1911 of the Mississippi Code of 1972 as amended.
According to the Rankin County Land Road, this property, this manufactured home is, 1969, has an assessed value of $562. This is a property that is unsightly, it's unkept. Exterior of the property, we've been out there numerous times on, code enforcement issues. I believe PD has been out there for noise complaints at night. We've had, utility theft several times from there. This is just a property that it definitely needs to be removed from the property.
All right, is there a motion to accept building official's recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, further discussion. Is there anybody here that's speaking opposition to this tonight? All right, if not, we have two motions on the floor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Carries.
Determine whether or not that certain parcel of real property owned by Edmund Simpson and located at 4342 Alter Street, Pearl, Rankin County, Mississippi, 39208, is in such a condition or state as to be unsightly and unkept or otherwise a menace to the public health and safety of the community, and therefore prohibited pursuant to Chapter 24 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pearl, Mississippi, and Section 21-1911 of the Mississippi Code of 1972 as amended.
Yeah, according to the Rankin County Land Road, this property was built in 1958, has an assessed value of $4,017. This is another property. It's unsightly, it's unkept, it's got a lot of exterior cornice rot on it. Needs paint. It does have, trash and debris in the rear yard. Does have an older shed. It needs to be taken down. I would recommend that we give him a time frame on getting the exterior of the property in compliance. How many days did you say? Do you want to stay in consistent with 60? Yeah. Okay. We had some discussion during the work session about the gentleman and lady that owns the property, so that they've already purchased materials and places inside the house, and they plan on moving there. They currently reside in Florence, moving to the house. Living stage, she said that she grew up there, so it's sentimental to her. And I think that they've shown some progress by actually purchasing the material needed. She has receipts here as well, gentlemen. So is there any additional questions of the homeowner? Y'all talked to her earlier. All right, is there say again? Or is there a motion by the board to continue it to the March 3rd board meeting?
So moved.
All right, there's two motions on the floor. Further discussion, is there anyone here to speak in opposition to this? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Moving on to the motion to adjourn this evening, John McHenry, our Alderman at Large, has requested us to close in the memory of Mr. Lee Rogers. I think it's very fitting, and I can't say enough about how much Ray Rogers did with the city of Pearl throughout his years of living here. There's so many things that he did first that others didn't do, being involved civically and just touching so many lives. But Johnny Mack, we're going to make sure that we honor Mr. Ray tonight. So at this time, I'll ask Alderman Henry to make that motion to close in his memory.
So moved.
I got two more names to add to that list.
All right, there's two motions on the floor. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. This meeting is adjourned.
Okay.